and then a new one to start. A few hours later.
I passed the castle on the way into Loch Marne. The castle where Peagram's excavation was located. I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
You look impressive. Leaning up against the wall all cool like.
Hi there.
What?
No,
What's
I
your
won't
name,
end
kid?
it the night. This is for
Who
me
are
to
you
remind
calling,
myself on
kid?
YouTube.
Who the hell are you?
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
Because if
You're
anybody's
a
on stream
head
that
case,
doesn't know,
mister.
all
A
these
few
videos then
sandwiches
get
short of
condensed
the
down and go
picnic.
up to YouTube
Cut the
on my
crap
YouTube
and tell me
channel.
your name.
Liam
So if you miss anything,
McGuire.
you can always
What are you
catch
doing
up
hanging
later.
around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And
I wasn't even sure if you were still there until you popped up.
Bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till my fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
Yeah, bit of a tall story, that one. Right, let's start off with the castle.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Fair enough, well, tell me.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called
Well, that opened up his
the
mouth.
Phantom of Loch Man.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last
Oh.
Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
I'm not sure worst is the word.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows that could have been hiding anything.
quite the
I would have
storyteller.
gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
That's a proper Irish description of that, isn't it?
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Loch Marne, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown scene, and he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Uh-huh. I doubt it.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Well, tell me.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Okay.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Okay, have you seen this guy?
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Okay.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Let's go in the pub. Well, you seem a likely character.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There is nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died.
Oh
We
dear.
didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Okay.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right.
Must be big talk in the city. Town.
Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Okay, what's this?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Okay.
See you later.
Let's talk to the barman.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Yes.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could. If you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the undertaker comes to collect him.
Oh my goodness.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No. You're the first today.
I'm not a clown. Why do people keep saying that?
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
Oh my goodness.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Real
well,
ale.
I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated.
So it's warm
And
and
finally,
flat.
it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and warm with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Fair enough. Sounds like a good drink.
Do you
Yes.
recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism? Doyle.
Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
This might be my favourite bit just because it's all Irish. Try this.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, not really.
Nah, it was a long shot.
Okay,
Look, I gotta be going.
let's talk to him.
Hi there, old timer.
What?
Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner, pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Oh, okay. So he's a bit of a naughty one.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's
Oh,
wrong
dear.
with it?
I've seen what it can do.
What can it do? I'm curious now.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochbarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
They're determined this place is haunted.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast. Long beak. Straggly, flappy wings.
Sounds like a
Are
bird.
you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk. In Lochbarn. That'll be the day. No. That was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
Excuse me.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh.
So they both were ghosties.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it?
Yes.
No, I don't know him.
What's
What's
that
this?
you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
I'm hoping he's not talking about a person.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
I can't tell without me glasses.
Okay.
I'll see you later. It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Yes. Yes, it was. Let's talk to the fiddler next.
He wasn't listening.
No. Okay, let's try him.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Really, an Irishman named O'Brien.
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do. What do you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And
Really?
let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Fair enough.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea.
Really?
With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What
Way
a
to focus
dirty
on the
trick.
positive.
Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested, and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
Fair
What
enough.
can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Okay.
How can I get into the castle?
But those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Well, I've got the will.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
He's awful intelligent
Professor
here.
Pegram. The same man who dug up the gem.
Wait, what gem? Hang on, somebody just mentioned a gem.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Pegram is gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
That's twice he's mentioned this gem.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Fair enough.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
That's some sight for a toilet.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Oh no. No.
Oh no. Thank the Lord for that.
What about this guy?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope. I've never seen him before.
Always with a shot.
Goodbye for now. Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Okay, let's start with
Do you know Professor Pegram?
him.
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't.
I had a feeling that was
I
going to be
know
it.
who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Fair enough.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
Yeah. This guy is not exactly the brains of the operation. This guy, he's a bit more learned.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink
Of
for
course I
my
can.
friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him?
Yes.
Shame on you, Patrick.
Same again. Just a point this time, Michael.
1 pint of brown coming up.
1 pint of brown. That there, my pals, is a wee Guinness.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week.
Handy.
Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellows yourself?
Joined up writing.
That's right, Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave
Did he
with
just
the others?
disappear? Did I
I
miss
didn't know
that?
they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement.
That's a good point. Okay, I don't know. Try that.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
No.
Bye for now.
Right, so let's talk to him.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Let's not
Look,
buy another pint
I
now.
gotta be going.
Let's try and talk to him again. So I've got a feeling this package here is important.
Mr. Fitzgerald? Doyle told me you definitely work at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yes.
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know
Wait
that.
a minute, the graphics
But
went a
he
bit
left
funny,
that
didn't he?
package with you, didn't he?
I was in the middle of the table, I'm sure.
So where did Pegram go?
I don't
I think
know.
the game's struggling
I
a
swear
bit.
it. He came to see me early this morning.
That is an old
He said
game.
he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
If you're not watching the actual graphics while they're talking, it's fine.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the
See
professor.
what I mean?
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
This is your last chance to show me
Give
the
me the
package,
package.
Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore.
Uh-oh.
I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Oh dear. That didn't sound good.
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get
Oh dear.
out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not
That's it,
me.
Me too, neither.
No, you're not even buying your own drinks.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding my own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on the ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
Takes him away with him.
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Oh, wait a minute. A pixie? What's this?
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Whoops.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Nothing about the guy getting run down, no?
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's
Of
not
course
my
it broke.
dear, is it?
Excuse me.
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, now, isn't that marvellous? Ha, here's the house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer.
Okay. I can do that.
And when you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
Sure. Let's have a look.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring.
Okay.
I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug. It was an electrical plug attached to the glass washer.
Uh-huh, we got that.
It was an electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman.
Okay, what if we talk about this?
Hello again.
What?
Oh,
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman.
That
I've
makes
got
sense.
my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as soft and white as a
is he
newborn
talking
babe.
about a pig?
Rabbit, lad.
Oh, rabbit.
That's what gets my juices flowing.
I don't think bones are meant to be soft. No, okay.
I'll see you later. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Look,
Okay.
I gotta be going.
Do you know anything about electricity?
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
I have a suspicion that Fitzgerald might have been given something by Pegram.
I thought he acted strangely.
I'm talking about the gem. It was something he said.
Were you not speaking to him when he ran out of the bar?
Yeah, sure. Just talking, that's all. Goodbye for now.
What about Maguire?
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
I bet that's what's causing the problems with the pumps.
Hey, McGuire,
What?
did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not.
Okay.
Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight.
Yeah, I mean, look down there.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
So we definitely need to go and see about this.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring.
But I can't do anything with the wire. I taking it out and put it back in.
I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
He's got a wire.
Hello again.
What?
He's always so happy to see me.
Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn right I do. Isn't it painful?
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
Fair enough.
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
That's almost as this one.
I'll see you later.
What about using this? Apparently not. What about on the wiring? Well, I moved. Okay. I'm not sure then. Can we talk to him now?
He wasn't listening.
No.
Hey! Hello there again, mister.
What do you think of this towel?
Now, there's a fine piece of cloth if ever I did see one. Such craft must surely come from linen cupboards of the Vatican itself.
I don't think so.
Does this security pass mean anything to you?
Well, no.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Let's talk to him again.
Hello again.
What?
No, nothing there.
I'll see you later. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
May I borrow this towel?
Sure you can, on one condition.
What's that?
You keep it away from old Ron.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner, with the hygiene problem.
Okay.
Look, I gotta be going. Hello again.
What?
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll see you later.
I'm completely lost now. I can go this way.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, now, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Fair enough.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
That's old.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
I'm not going
Did
there.
you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car?
How does he know? He never seen
And
it.
what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
I think
You'd
he's
have
got the
thought
wrong
the
end
idiot
of
could
this
have heard
story.
it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Wait a minute, he's happy about being abducted.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
Fair enough.
I think you ought
One
to know
bite.
exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle. His own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need
Well, I'm
some
totally
thinking about.
claiming that.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
No, I meant
You
the guy.
don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Of course.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
I'm totally climbing this.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
Nope.
I pushed my fingers into the narrow crack. It went back several inches into the rock.
What about this?
I
How the heck
inserted
did I
the
fit
end
that
of
in
the
my
lifting
pocket?
key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
Now can I go over? That's the goat. Right, I think I'm going to call it there tonight.